In today's meeting with visiting and outgoing Indonesian head of state Joko Widodo, the agenda on heightened cooperation on energy security, trade and investments, maritime affairs and cultural exchange were on the table and threshed out. The president also extended his heartfelt thanks for Widodo's efforts in keeping the peace in the barm. But the elephant not in the room was in the back of their minds, even as efforts to go under the radar to bring back Mary Jane Veloso for good via request for clemency, as our Kenneth Paciente reports.
Indonesian President Joko Widodo arrived in Malacanang earlier today for his three-day official visit. He was accorded arrival honors and warmly received by President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. along with members of his cabinet. The two leaders immediately went directly to their bilateral meeting, where various matters were discussed to strengthen the relationship between the Philippines and Indonesia in various aspects, including the push for renewable energy, infrastructure development, trade and investment, defense security, maritime operations, and people-to-people relations.
The Philippines and Indonesia agreed to continue our cooperation on political and security matters, noting the recently concluded Joint Commission for Bilateral Cooperation, headed by our respected foreign ministers. Advancements have been made on several action points in the JCBC's Plan of Action, which was signed on the 5th of September 2022 during my state visit to Indonesia.
The two leaders also signed a Memorandum of Understanding on energy. Under this, the Philippines and Indonesia agreed to strengthen cooperation between their business sectors, especially when there is a critical need for supply of energy commodities, such as coal and liquefied natural gas.
Through this MOU, our countries create a new synergy as we cooperate to achieve energy security. In addition to this MOU, another MOU on science and technology is nearing the completion phase as well.
The president also recognized Indonesia's role in achieving peace in the barm, reason for the two leaders to emphasize the acceleration of the relevant MOUs to grow the economy and livelihoods of those who live in the region. The two leaders also discussed certain issues in the South China Sea, where the president emphasized the importance of abiding by international law.
The Philippines and Indonesia affirmed our insistence on the universality of UNCLOS, which sets out the legal framework that governs all activities in the oceans and in the seas.
Widodo welcomed the progress made between Indonesia and the Philippines, particularly in border security and growing the two countries' economies.
We welcome the strengthening of cooperation on border security, including through joint patrols, but there are many things still need to be improved. Revision of border crossing agreement and border patrol agreement of 1975 need to be expedited. Settlement of continental boundaries need to be pushed. I also seek your Excellency support related to purchase of anti-submarine warfare aircrafts for the Philippine Navy from PTV Indonesia.
Meanwhile, according to the Philippine Foreign Affairs Department, that during the visit of the Indonesian president, it was established the legal interrogatories required from the Philippine Regional Trial Court on Mary Jane Veloso's case have been sent to Jakarta for Veloso to respond to. The DFA said the president is hopeful for developments and efforts made up to this point will merit clemency for Veloso. The DFA also said that government will continue to help Veloso and her family. The DFA also bared the family of Mary Jane was able to spend Christmas with her through the help of the DFA and the Philippine Embassy in Jakarta. Kenneth Paciente for The Nation.